Friday was loud. Crowds, accusations, a public execution, a friend murdered. And then Saturday, the quiet aftermath of the darkest day in history, the day the world doesn't know what to do with because the stone is still sealed. There's no celebration yet, no resolution, just quiet and the costly weight of Friday. John says, this is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid down his life for us. Not almost, not close call, not a narrow escape. Jesus really died. He didn't retaliate. He didn't save himself. He gave himself. Jesus actually laid down his life. And Holy Saturday, the day in the middle between the cross and the empty tomb, forces us to sit in that reality. It pulls one paramount truth into focus. Love costs something. This verse doesn't stop at defining love. It turns toward us, and we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters. The reality is, most of us won't face anything as dramatic as the cross today, but we will be interrupted. We will be inconvenienced. We will be asked to spend what we'd rather protect: our time, our comfort, our pride, our money, our reputation, what we value. And so the question is, how can we love like Jesus does in those moments, to give of ourselves, not to gain from others, but to serve them in a way that costs something? If this is what gospel-motivated love looks like, how can we carry that today? Because when you love like that, people don't just hear about the love of Jesus. They experience it for themselves.
Now, we wouldn't be talking about Jesus still today if he had only said things like love your enemy. This is how he actually lived. Jesus was constantly helping and serving the people around him in very practical and tangible ways. And he consistently moved towards poor and hurting people who couldn't benefit him in return. He showed love for the forgotten ones, the people who usually fall through the cracks. And when Jesus eventually marched into Jerusalem, he made himself an enemy of the leaders of his people by accusing them of hypocrisy and corruption. But then instead of attacking his enemies to overthrow them, he allowed them to kill him. Jesus died for the selfishness and corruption of his enemies because he loved them. After Easter morning, Jesus and then his followers claimed that it was the power of God's love for the world that was revealed in Jesus' life, death, and resurrection. As the Apostle Paul put it, God demonstrated his own agape for us in this: while we were still sinners, the Messiah died for us. Or in the words of the Apostle John, God's own agape was revealed when he sent his one and only Son into the world so that through him we could have life. And for John, then, this leads naturally to the conclusion, beloved ones, if that's how God has loved us, then we ought to show love for one another. So Christian faith involves trusting that at the center of the universe is a being overflowing with love for his world, which means that the purpose of human existence is to receive this love that has come to us in Jesus and then to give it back out to others, creating an ecosystem of others-focused, self-giving love. And that's the New Testament meaning of agape love.